Hello guys, welcome to another video. COTExTENSURA, new, by Sponge_Bob. Chapter 18 Jura Tempest Federation Rimuru Pav. As we are just enter the town, I saw Rigard doing work near it and supervising things. Hiyori was with him but she left to the little school side which we built recently. She is doing her job effectively, which I am satisfied with her. Rigard comes near me with a surprise expression on his face. Rimuru-sama. When did you return? He asked. Can't you see? Just now, I said. What about the orc army? I defeat the orc lord without any problem. What, are you doubting me? And no, I mean, we must prepare a banquet for it. It can come later, I just come to deliver our win. I must go back immediately. What? Geez. Why are you so dramatic? Calm down, will ya? Why yeah. Please tell Shuna and others that it's gonna be very busy here from now on. So better be prepared. I won't hear any excuses and slackness in work. Yes sir. But could you at least take a small break? There is no need. I have an important work to do which need my assistance. I see. Don't worry Rimuru-sama, I will take care of everything. Good. I said to him and instantly teleported away to my destination. I arrived in my human form and takes the head seat. Arisu, Honami, Chiaki and Onis are standing behind me. On my left side is seated the Lizardman King and his men behind him. On his right side is seated Trainee along with some goblins, who are eyeing these girls from time to time. On my right side are seated some orcs who are looking down for some reason. Probably feeling guilt for their actions. So this is my first time doing a conference. My words might hurt some and some might oppose to it. But, please consider all of this thoroughly. First of all, I would like to say that orcs indeed commit many crimes, but I don't think that it is something that cannot be forgiven. I know many of you have suffered great losses in all of this, but hear me out. I will talk about their military uprising and their current situation. But even then, they have no way to pay for the damages they did. Well, that's how it's normally would be, I stated. Normally? Then would you tell us your real motive? Asked the king. There is a rule for us monsters and even for humans in drastic situations. That's survival of the fittest. The moment you have decided to fight, you should have that resolution. Because in a life or death battle, only one can come alive and that is the strongest one. That's the law of the nature, I said. Then let us ignore the Lizardman pride. We have many losses in this war, but I have no objections to your decision Rimuru-sama. However, by not charging the sins of the orcs, do you intend to allow the surviving orcs into the forest? Asked the king. Yes. But they will have to pay somehow. For that, I have decided that they all will contribute to the forest by working to their bone. They will only get to eat and nothing more, as long as they manage to get back everything they did under my supervision, I said. Are you perhaps? Said the orc general. Yes. You all will become my subordinates, so that the same trade G never have again, I said. Foo. They will be working all around the forest helping every species and we will be giving them food and a place to live. There will be no slacking off and we all be helping together by forming an alliance with each other. Do you all accept? I have no objections. Said the king. We have neither. Said the orc lord and the goblins nods. Arisu comes near me and whisper in my ear. Foo, you are after this from all that Rimuru-sama? Yeah. I whisper back. Then they all comes in front of me and all of them knelt to me including Arisu and others. It is decided that as the manager of the forest, Trainee hereby decided that I recognize Rimuru-sama as the new master of the Jura forest. What do you want to name it Rimuru-sama? Name Let's call it Jura Tempest Federation from now on, I said. That's a good name. I can't accept to become your subordinate as I have already pledged my eternal loyalty to Spirit Queen. But if you need anything for me to do, call me instantly, said Trainee. That's fine by me. Let's name you all for decided to follow me, I said. They all have surprised looks on their faces and throw some arguments to which I ignored. I mentioned the same orc general first. You will be known as Geld who will take care of all the orcs as their leader, I said. Hi, Rimuru-sama. Then the king of the Lizardman and her daughter comes in front of me to which I name them. You will be known as Abel. Thanks a lot, Rimuru-sama. Before I name all of you, has anyone have an idea about the food supply? I asked. I think, I will be of use in this matter. The Trent who are under my protection are also part of this alliance. They can supply you with provisions from the forest," said trainee. Good. You will require some help to transport all of that though," she said. "Then, I will take command of transporting the rations. May I rely on the help of the Tempest wolves?" asked Benimaru. Then Ranga brings his head only out of my shadow and said to him, "My comrades are waiting outside. Please make use of them as you wish. I will be staying at Rimuru-sama side." "Benimaru, take Honami with you," I said. "Hi, Rimuru-sama. We will be taking our leave," they said. "Let's proceed with the next one in naming," I said. After that, I named every single individual, which are a total amount of 150,000. All my magicules and the borrowed one from Veldora comes to an end. I instantly got into sleep mode after naming all of them and my vision blacked out. Chapter 19 King Gazel Third Person POV. It's been more than 3 months since the orc disaster has been suffocated. Some nations didn't think of it much, while some nations is worried about this unknown force, who defeated this madness. One of these nations is none other than military nation of Dwargon. Inside Dwargon, there are 6 people that are sitting in a round table. The 5 are the ministers of these nation, while one is the very king named Gazel. He is very authoritative and all of the ministers are sitting in formal manner. One of them is very young who have a carefree attitude. "Your Majesty, the report?" asked one of them. "The orc lord was subjugated by a new force in the forest," said the king. "What? Which country's military would?" said one of them. Then the king put the letter on the candle fire and burned the letter completely. "I am not sure if we call it a country. They were able to confirm hobgoblins and a variant species of fanged wolves. It appears that there were 4 Onis too," said the king. "Oni?" asked another one. "There are also some side of humans who participated in the battle, which I don't know. It appears they all are subordinates of that black slime, who come here," said the king. "A slime that the Oni obey? This might be even larger crisis than the orc lord," said the old woman. "What do you intend on doing, Your Majesty?" asked the 4th one. "It's obvious. I will have to pay him a visit myself, won't I? To uncover the identity of this impudent slime," said the king. "Ha!" He stands up, turns around to go away but stopped midway and looked towards the source of the voice. "You have something else to add?" asked the king. Not really, but I have a little advice I can give," he said. "What do you mean, defense minister?" asked the old woman. "I have met that slime before coming to this nation, and," he said, "and I can ensure that he is the most dangerous person I ever met in my life, king, even greater than you," he said in a serious manner. "Are you Agai?" Silence. "I know that you are very capable person, defense minister, and I will take your advice. But the final decision will be made by me," said the king, and he nodded. Time skip. Rimuru POV. Everything is going smoothly as more than 3 months have passed and my town has become bigger than a whole city. Soon, some of them will come to interject, which I have make preparations in advance. I am currently in Honami arms while we are going towards a location to meet someone. She is hugging me tightly and I can enjoy her bouncy melons. We arrived at the location and I saw Gabble along with his 4 followers. "So, why are you here?" I asked. "Our Rimuru-sama." "Can I kill him?" asked Honami. Why is that?" "He did called me his future wife," she said. "Just forgot it. So tell me the reason," I said. After he explained everything to me about his tribe, which is completely irrelevant to me. "Why, you see, I want to serve you. Please allow us to follow you, Rimuru-sama," he said and bowed along with others. "Then why are the others lizardmen are here?" asked Honami. "Why are you here, sister? I hold you in high regard, brother. However, I admire Sue-sama the most," she said. "Way to go, Sue-san," said Honami. "Are you jealous?" I asked her. "No," she said straight. "Let's name you all. You will be known as Gabble and you will be known as Soka," I said. Then I named the rest of them. "Honami, access them and give them respective jobs. Take help from Chiaki, if possible," I said. "As you wish, Rimuru-sama," she said. After some time, I am sitting and playing chess with Arisu. She has become good after com img to this world. With the help of Kaijin and others, they finally made a chessboard with its pieces. I move my bishop to h4, waiting to take her rook. Fufufu, Rimuru-sama. I won't fall for it, she said. She didn't take my queen and instead put her queen near my king. In the next move, it is checkmate for me. I pick up my knight and take her pawn. Checkmate, I said. She widened her eyes and then a smile crept on her face. Fufu, I see. Not everything is a trap, given by you that is, she said and I nod. Wanna go I was saying but I got interrupted by a telepathy voice from Sue. Rimuru-sama. What is it? An armed group has been spotted in the north sky. Their number are around 500. They're heading straight towards us, Chiaki. I see. Make preparations and wait for my order. I turn towards Arisu, who have a confused look on her face. Arisu, tell Rigard and Honami for evacuation. We have uninvited guests, I said. On it, she said. I don't know much about chess, as I am just a beginner in it, with only 420 rating. She instantly left towards the exit and I headed straight towards the place. When I reached there, I saw the king of Dwargon Kingdom and his men on flying horses. What are they called again? Affirmed. They're called Pegasus. Targets have begun descent. Their destination is this location. I saw Honami, Benimaru and other Onis except Hakuro come towards me and stand behind me. Soon Arisu along with Kito and Chiaki also comes and stand behind me. They all descend a little far away from me and I got a little surprised by seeing someone. Koenji. What is he doing with them? He is standing behind the king and looking at me with a smirk. A smirk also crept on my face after looking at him. I didn't think that he would follow someone, but looks like he has decided to just do that. Apparently he is in a higher position, as expected from someone like him. Stay on hold. Don't do anything without my orders, I said and they nod. I saw Kaijin from the corner of my eyes as he come forward and bowed in front of him. It has been a while King Gazel. It has, Kaijin, you too slime. He said but I ignored him. What brings you here today, my king? Asked Kaijin. Not much. Just to ascertain the true nature of this slime here. Today, I come here not as a king, but as an individual. Spare me the formalities. Otherwise, I would never be able to stroll out, he said. Fufufu, then individual Kun. You are disrespecting our master by calling him a slime. His name is Rimuru Tempest, said Arisu. She said with an authoritative aura whereas Shuna and Shion are encouraging for some reason. A little girl? I advised you to talk with sincerity with our military commander, said Benimaru. A military commander who is just a little girl. I think that this is something funny, said one of his general. Looks like you are not heeding our advices, I presume, said Honami. I looked behind a little and saw that everyone has a scary aura and are ready to fight. His two generals are trying to bring out their weapons but Koenji and one other stop them. It's not like we are in the middle of a trail, so, I can say something? I asked. Naturally. Are you here to fight with us? As the master of this forest, I won't tolerate any offensive attitude, I said while narrowing my eyes on him. How dare you, you low, I advise you to shut up and let the seniors do the talking, said Koenji. He reluctantly backed off and Koenji is being carefree as always. I think I have both reasons, so, are you ready? He asked. He sheathed his sword from the scab which is on his side. I raised my hand to stop anyone to interfere as I didn't detect any hostility from him. One strike from this sword will be enough, but you won't be able to land a single one, I said. To brag about being master of this forest, it seems, I will have to put you in place, he said. Then I shall do the same. I said. We will not tolerate any ignorance towards our master, Dwarf King, said trainee. She again popped out of nowhere and warned the king. Although, she is not alone. She is with her two sisters. Rest of their side are looking surprised even Koenji. What? Dryads? Said the old woman. It's been a while Rimuru-sama, she said and I nod. Ha ha ha. It must be true if the manager of the forest says so. I apologize for my behavior. But I still need to confirm. Draw your sword, he said. Are you sure? You will lose. I said. You are too overconfident. Let's see for ourselves, he said. If you continue to spill, it's fine trainee. Just become the judge for the duel. He will lose anyway, I said. Understood. I sheath my katana from the belt on my hip and take a simple stance. Begin. He didn't move and I do some basic slashes to which he blocked them all and didn't attack back. I backed away and add a little speed to do a horizontal slash. He didn't do anything as it was a fiant and I attack on his legs by stretching myself. He brings his sword down to block it, but unfortunately for him, it is also a fiant. I spun around in the air quickly and kick him on the guts. He flew away and lands a few meters away. Is that all you got? I asked. His side is surprised to see their king on the ground whereas my side are smiling smugly. He stands up from his spot and looked at me with narrow eyes. I didn't expect that to be a fiant too. You are good, better than me in swordplay. I will use my final attack. If you able to block it, then I will accept my lose, he said. Then, come at me. I said. He then released his aura which somehow got me weakened and he looks much stronger now. Notice. This is the extra skill, Hero Hockey. It causes the target to be weakened and restrained. Any countermeasure. Fighting spirit. What an unusual response it seems. Well, whatever. I instantly release my aura which surprises the other party side. Due to my aura superior to his, it instantly dominated over his. It seems this is all you have. Impressive, but I have my last move, he said. He instantly vanishes from my sight and I can't even able to detect him. For people who uses to attack in stealth, always attack from only one direction, which is the blind spot. So predictable. I bring my sword to the backside of my neck and that's where our swords clashes. He widened his eyes in surprise and I release my katana from my hand. I instantly spun around in downward direction and give him a punch to his solar plexus. He was in the air and couldn't have the time to dodge or block it. It landed clean on his armor and his armor broke from my punch. I can tell that he is in pain but didn't show it on his face, perhaps pain resistance. He again flew away and landed beside trainee. He has a frown on his face but got up nonetheless. It seems you need more training before you can land a hit on me, I said, pick up my katana and sheath it back. Ho ho, Rimuru-sama. It seems you have become even better than before. I looked towards the voice and saw Hakuro who just come alone. For some reason, Gazel widened his eyes in surprise. Master? Huh? Are they related to each other somehow?